huge news story breaks. Say, George Zimmerman's acquittal in the killing of Trayvon Martin. In the 26 hours after the verdict last July, nearly 5 million tweets went out about it. 39% simple tweets or retweets of the outcome. 31% expressed anger at the verdict, and just 7% of tweets were in support of the verdict. But what matters to Twitter is people were engaged. With Twitter's IPO fueling debate over the value of the company, one interesting metric is worth considering. 16% of adults use Twitter, according to a new Pew study. Around half of them, 8% of Americans, use Twitter to get news. Why is news important to Twitter? News content attracts the kind of audience that advertisers value. In fact, just before its IPO, the company hired a top NBC News executive, Vivian Schiller, to act as a liaison to news organizations. You see how news equals profits when you drill into the numbers. Of the 1/2 of Twitter users who use it for news, 48% of them earn $75,000 or more. Over at Facebook, 41% of adults who use it for news are in the same $75K income bracket. To be sure, in terms of overall number of users, Facebook is used regularly by a lot more people, making it a much larger news source, with some 30% of Americans saying they use it for news. But advertisers also like people who are young because it offers them the opportunity to build brand loyalty early. 45% of Twitter's news consumers are between the ages of 18 and 29. Another 38% are 30 to 49 years old. Facebook skews older, with some younger folks now fleeing Facebook in search of a platform their parents don't use. At the same time, Twitter's news consumers tend to be better educated, an indication to advertisers of greater earning potential. 40% hold at least a bachelor's degree, compared with 30% at Facebook. So are news organizations the most followed brands on Twitter? Yeah, right. Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, and Lady Gaga's followings dwarf those of the most popular journalists on Twitter, and even that of entire news organizations. The following of CNN's main account is a fifth the size of the Biebs. But whether a pop star is passing along a headline or making news with their own tweet, it's all good news for Twitter. That's the short answer.